Now at 4:30 on WKYT this morning, a death investigation is underway right now after a woman's body was found on the side of a road.
We're learning new details about a deadly crash in western Kentucky.
And a Southern Kentucky school board will hold a meeting today concerning some controversial photos taken by their superintendent.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Morning, bright and early on your Monday. We hope you had a nice weekend. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Let's get a first look at the forecast on this Monday with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Well, there's literally two showers out and about, and when they rolled through last night, right around midnight here in the Lexington metro, you had a few light strikes of lightning with it, but as it continued to progress toward the eastern zones, it just kind of faded away, and that's our exact look as we look toward the eastern zones. There you are, just to the east of Jackson. A couple of sprinkles going to be rolling through Hayden, but that's about it. I mean, there's really not much out there. Temperatures are dropping back behind this front. That's the big news for today. It's how much cooler air not only slides in, how long it sticks around. 60s to the west, 70s to the east right now. We'll finish off in the 70s, though, this afternoon. Really nice forecast in store. I'll show you that coming up in a few minutes.
Okay, see you then, and we thank you.
Well, this morning a death investigation's underway after someone found a woman's body on a road in Lexington.
Officers say Saturday night around 7, someone found a body outside a veterinary clinic on Muir Station Road. The Fayette County coroner identifies the woman as 32-year-old Jennifer Hamilton. WKYT's Sam Smith is talking to her family.
Jennifer Hamilton was found dead Saturday night. Her death is under investigation. At this stage, police have no information that indicates that the death was a homicide. Hamilton was living in Lexington, but her family tells me she's originally from eastern Kentucky. Now, those family members are together right now grieving her death. But one family member took some time out to speak with me over the phone.
And my little sister had texted and said that her aunt had died. And my first thought was, is this real? I mean, how can this be?
Police were called to the 900 block of Muir Station Road around 7 o'clock Saturday night after a driver spotted Hamilton's body. Officials say it's unclear at this point how long the 32-year-old was there. Emily McCowan says her family is shaken by the news of Hamilton's death.
I was brokenhearted.
She says Hamilton has 3 children, and those kids are staying with other family members right now. She says the family will get through this tough time together.
She will always be in my heart. I'll never forget her.
In Lexington, Sam Smith, WKYT.
And Hamilton's family is setting up funeral arrangements at Bailey Funeral Home in Elkhorn City, that's in Pike County.
Well, we are learning more this morning about a deadly crash in western Kentucky. Kentucky State Police say 3 children were killed in a crash in Daviess County last night. The children range in age from 10, 12, and 13. We've learned overnight there were 8 people in the car at the time of the crash. 4 of them were not wearing seatbelts. The victims' names are being withheld until next of kin can be notified.
In Lexington, police are investigating a deadly shooting from over the weekend. Early Saturday morning, police got a call saying someone dropped a man off at St. Joseph Hospital. Officers say he was shot outside Camelot West Strip Club on Alexandria Drive. The Fayette County Coroner's Office identified that man as Robert Greer. The Coroner's Office says they are investigating Greer's death as a homicide. Right now, officers are reviewing surveillance video from nearby businesses to try and get a better idea of what happened. No arrests have been made.
Well, family, friends, and fellow police honored a Lexington police officer killed in the line of duty 30 years ago on Sunday. Officer Roy Amardis was helping Kentucky State Police track down an escapee in Mercer County when he was shot and killed in crossfire. Last night, his partners in the Lexington Police Department unveiled a new sign on the drive named for him. They say his legacy with the department lives on.
These people knew Roy. They knew what he was made of, and his character continues on, and it's instilled upon these individuals that come down here every day and put their life on the line with their dog.
Mardis left behind a wife and 5 children. Also Sunday, family and friends of a National Guardsman killed on I-75 was remembered. 34-year-old Sergeant Jonathan Rourke died in a crash back in May. This weekend, Rourke's friends and family found a way to honor him through one of his passions with the first ever Wins for Row Family Day and softball tournament. Before he died, Sergeant Rourke had proposed a softball tournament that day. Rourke's son threw out the first pitch.
State police are still searching for a missing man in Wolfe County. 50-year-old George Neese from Erlanger was last seen Wednesday night walking on Kentucky 15. Police say he's about 5'8" with brown eyes and brown hair. They say he was wearing a white t-shirt, white shorts with black stripes, and white tennis shoes with red flames on the side when he was last seen. A man who pleaded guilty to killing a prominent Southern Kentucky lawyer is set to be sentenced later today. Clinton and Abbott admitted back in June to shooting and killing Mark Stanziano. He shot Stanziano last year outside Stanziano's office in Somerset, and Abbott pleaded guilty by reason of insanity. His sentencing is set for this morning at 10:30 on a charge of murder and a charge of wanton endangerment.
In Pulaski County, authorities with a Southern Kentucky city plan to meet today to discuss a lawsuit against State Auditor Adam Edlin. The lawsuit stems from an examination of Somerset's former budget director, Jimmy Hogg, and his office. The auditor found that Hogg misused city money in 2010. A city spokesperson says Edlin didn't have the authority to investigate its finances. Somerset Mayor Eddie Girdler said Edlin's targeting of Hogg is politically motivated. The city council will meet tonight at 7. A Southern Kentucky superintendent who took some controversial photos will be the subject of an emergency school board meeting today. Science Hill Independent Superintendent Rick Walker took these photos to help his daughter win tickets to a One Direction concert. Pictures created a lot of buzz on social media. Some parents say they think they're inappropriate. School leaders say they will address the issue in an emergency school board meeting today.
This weekend, the Republican Party of Kentucky approved a presidential caucus for 2016. That move allows Kentuckians to vote for Senator Rand Paul for both president and for the Senate. Party leaders approved the caucus at a meeting in Frankfort on Saturday. State law in Kentucky bans candidates from appearing on the ballot twice in the same election. The plan will allow voters to cast a ballot for Paul for president in a March caucus and then potentially for the Senate in the May primary. The only issue now is an estimated $500,000 price tag, and Paul has until September 18th to pay for the caucus. Also in Frankfort this weekend, people gathered outside the state capitol to support 3 county clerks who have objected to issuing marriage licenses. The refusals came after the Supreme Court's ruling legalizing same-sex marriage. The 3 clerks say issuing those marriage licenses goes against their religious beliefs. The ACLU has filed a lawsuit against Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis, one of those 3 who refused to issue the licenses. A federal judge issued a temporary stay on the injunction requiring Davis's office to issue licenses so an appellate court can review the case. That stay expires a week from today.
We have a traffic alert to pass along for you early on this Monday morning. Drivers who use Leestown Road see some changes. At 6 a.m., the temporary flashing yellow light at the intersection of Leestown and Citation will be activated. Trailwood Drive will also be reopened at 6 this morning. Traffic on Trailwood will have to turn left onto Citation to use the new traffic signal at Leestown Road. Also, anyone who relies on the Kennedy Mill Bridge to cross Harrington Lake between Garrett and Mercer counties will have to find another way to go this week. The bridge will be closed from 9 in the morning until 3:30 in the afternoon every day until Friday for bridge inspection. A lot of action going on around town with construction projects. Seems like just orange barrels everywhere.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
Once said, I wonder how many orange barrels we have in the state. The time this morning is coming up on 4:39, and WKYT This Morning on your Monday is just getting started.
Special precautions should be taken when sharing the road with school buses. Moms Every Day has some more on that after the break.
It's all about the temperatures the next few days. It takes us off towards your Friday and weekend before we actually see a change in temperatures. That's some good news for us. I'll show you that coming up next.